Hello everyone and welcome to the official YouTube channel of Royal Defence Academy. Today we are starting the series for RAMC entrance exam preparation. So today we will start with the topic essay. From today onward we will be continue RAMC preparation. So first topic of essay writing that we are taking today is India of my dreams. First of all, talking about essay. What is an essay? When we are writing about a single topic in broad, we are writing in brief, we are expanding the words, we are explaining the topic, we are talking about conclusion, talking about the major impacts, solutions, problems related to that topic. It is called essay writing. It is a basic explanation and broad division of the topic that is India of my dreams. Today we are taking a basic topic that is India of my dreams. There are proverb based, idiom based essays as well. From tomorrow onward we will continue with that. Today it is India of my dreams. India, that is our country of your dreams. India that you will imagine as the ideal Indian state is India of my dreams. In future, what do you want India to become? How do you want to see India in your dreams? What is the ideal state of India according to you? That is India of your dreams, and you have to write in your personalized version. You have to personalize the essay according to yourself. Now, first of all, India of my dreams. We will begin with introduction of the essay, and at last we will give a conclusion to the essay. In the middle we will give a body which will be related to the topic. What are the major problems, what do you want to change in India, and what are the major impacts that are occurring in India right now. Now, first of all, earlier India was known as golden bird because it was enriched with precious gold, silver, etc. Earlier in the ancient times, before the incoming of Britishers in India was called as the golden bird, that is Sunehri Chidiya, Sone ki Chidiya. India was called as golden bird because it was enriched with gold and silver, and apart from it there were many amenities in India. For example, the crops were good, the spices, the technology. In the ancient time as well, the Rishi Munis, the monks gave us many knowledge about India, the numbers, the tires, many things were developed in India. Now, India was called as golden bird, but now it is not called. With the passage of time, India has undergone many changes. Some of them are ultimate, but some are unbearable. As the time passed, Britishers came, Mughals came, there were many sufferings that India has gone through. So as the time passed, India suffered many changes. Some of them were ultimate, some were unbearable. Some changes, India accepted them. India accepted that these changes are good for us. And some are unbearable, that is, India was not able to accept them. These changes were not good. These changes were not in the favor of India. When the Britishers came in India, the development hampered of India. They developed in India, they ruled over India. The people of India suffered a lot during that time. But when Mughals came, India was developing only. They were ruling India, but they were developing it also. Britishers also developed, but in a way Indians suffered. During Mughal Empire, Indians didn't suffer, but during British Empire, Indians suffered. So some changes are ultimate. India accepted them, and some are unbearable, which are not able to accepted by India. India is considered as a developing country where every other day some new innovations and changes are taking place. For example, infrastructure of India is developing at a very rapid speed, education facilities are improving, etc. Now, first of all, there are three types of countries: underdeveloped, developing, and developed. USA is one of the developed country. Japan is also developed. Now, talking about India, India is not underdeveloped, India is not overdeveloped and developed. So, India is a developing country. It is at the stage of developing. Developments are undergoing in India. India is undergoing various developments regarding infrastructure, water facilities, drainage system, electricity, and each and everything. So, India is a developing country. Some changes are on a daily basis, changes are occurring there. Rockets are launching, electricity facilities are changing, gas pipelines are undergoing the ground, the electrical wiring is going underground. Many things are going in India. The infrastructure is changing. On each and every day, at every single moment, a major or minor changes occurring in India. Government is implementing many policies for the development of India. Now, talking about what are the major development. First of all, we are talking about that India is developing at a very rapid speed. The infrastructure, that is the buildings, the monuments, the construction sector is developing at a very rapid speed. You will see that in recent times, the Bharat Jodo Setu was launched. which connected all over the India. All the mega cities of India were connected by the Bharat Jodo Setu. And apart from it, a major sea bridge was developed in the south side. Now, infrastructure is developing. Apart from it, the education sector. Many new schools are opened. Many free education policies were launched by the government. Hence, we can say that education sector is also improving. Next is, apart from all these development, there are also many ill effects which make India somewhere a backward country. Now, development is going, but apart from development, there are many backlogs that are pushing India backward, pulling India backward. The reasons are that some Indians are not at the good speed, are not good people. A major sector of India is hampering the development. Hampering, I mean that they are stopping the development in a way. So some ill effects, some bad conditions that are implemented in India are stopping the development of India, are hampering it. First of all, that is corruption. Talking about corruption, we all know that bribe giving and bribe taking is a serious crime in India. We call it Bhrashtachar in Hindi, and corruption is a major aspect. Because of corruption, rich people are becoming richer and poor people are becoming poorer. So people are taking a very developed sector in India that corruption is making the rich people richer and poor people poorer. We see that because of giving bribe, taking bribe, the poor people are becoming more poorer. The poor people are going under humiliation, exploitation. The rich are exploiting the poor, but it is a major impact caused by corruption. The rich are going richer, the rich are taking the facility of their money, they are becoming more rich, but the poor people, they are suffering from it, and they are becoming even more poorer. Next is, second is girl education. Now we see that during the ancient time, that during the past time, the people in India killed the girl child. At the time of birth, they killed the girl child. But when the technology is developed, people will see that, will know the gender of the child. That if it is a girl, if it is a boy. If it is a girl, they will kill that at the moment. They will do abortion of that baby. So girl child is very hampered during the time. So girl child was a very non-dominating child in the family. We will see that the major population of the country consisted of boys, not girls, in past time. But as the government joint policies, the determination of sex of child was banned in India. And apart from it, there were new policies launched for girl child. For example, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao policy was launched in India, that is, save the girl child and educate the girl child. It was a policy launched by Indian government which is impacting the changes that are occurring right now. First of all, girl education. If the girl child is even born, it was taken as a responsibility by the parents. After it, the girl child was either parents kill the child, or otherwise they will keep the child as a servant in their houses. They will not give her proper education, proper food. Discrimination will be there into girl and boy. But as the time passes, the changes are developing. Indian mindset is even changing. Next is, third is political interference, which somewhere hampers the growth of nation. Now talking about politics. The politics is the worst sector in India. The politics of India is very bad. When we talk about politics, that political parties are involved in bad crimes, various crimes are there in India, involved in India. When we see that the politics, there are each and every people is involved in bad tactics for winning elections, for doing any good deed in their favor, for gaining money, for gaining popularity. They will do anything. They will even murder the opponent. So politics interference. The politics of India is very bad, and even it is causing a backlog in the development of India. Fourth is poverty, which is not allowing our country to improve its economic conditions. Next is poverty. The population of India is right now around 1.40 billion. It is 140 crores. In Hindi, when we talk 140 crores, out of these 140 crores, a few percent is rich. A major of the sector is middle class, and apart from it, lower middle class and the poor people. That is the poor people below the poverty line. When we talk about them, they are suffering very lot. The poverty is a major cause of backlog in India. That is, when we talk that the poor people sleep without food. They don't eat food and get to sleep. They are not even getting the 3-time meals. They are not even getting shelters, proper clothes, proper education, proper food, proper water, proper sanitation. Neither of these facilities is given to them. The people are suffering a lot. Their health is deteriorating, and that's why we can say that poverty is another economic condition that is backlogging India from development. Then the increase of population, pollution, crimes against girls, thefts, etc. are the major threat in the development of India. And when we will see that these poor peoples who are unemployed are involved in very bad practices, they will theft, they will